like I took a philosophy class in college, and it's a famous like brain in the vat experiment. Like, how do you know that you're not just a brain sitting in a vat being hooked up to like a bunch of electrodes being told what's going on around you? Because that's the only conscious thing that's going in us is the brain. We have signals. I can feel this table, the cold beer, you can smell, see, but that's all just signals. So it's so easy. You could just easily have brains set up in a big bowl, and you could have a whole world created around that. And I mean,
Yeah.
we almost like have technology to do something like that nowadays. So why
We're
not?
close.
Like, yeah. So if we maybe we're something like that, or in a computer simulation or something, like you never know. But
That's like
yeah.
tying into Descartes, right? I think, therefore I am.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, philosophy's weird. You can go down a rabbit hole
Oh yeah.
with philosophy because
Oh, I love it though.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Like, how can you think about what you're thinking about? Like,
Well,
it's
how do you,
almost
like
a
you
paradox.
said, how do you even
like,
know that this like
that this is real?
Yeah,
and you can see how that would send
yeah.
people off the rails and completely lose sense of reality, and that happens to a ton of people, especially like if they get a little too heavy on the drugs, they'll just lose
you could break
all sense of reality, and you're like, okay, yeah, I am 100% in a simulation. None of these people are real, and yeah, I'm just stuck here. Like, a lot of people might just think that. And yeah, it's kind of weird to like be able to understand how people are thinking that, like, and knowing that you're not, or not knowing, but assuming you're not in that situation, because you're a sane person.
It's a wormhole you could go down if you're not careful. I mean, you could. There are philosophers that take it so deep that it's like, I don't even know if you're real. Like, I can only prove that I'm real because I'm thinking, but I don't know if you're actually thinking. So how do we?
Yeah.
Maybe I am in a simulation.
I had one of my favorite ones, which has a good like moral background. A good philosophy is that we are all the same person. There's only one conscious being out there, and once you finish your life, you'll go back and start like some other life. But it's all like it all kind of takes place throughout time. Like, your time isn't really a constant. So everything that has ever been conscious is just you, but at a different stage, basically. Yeah. And I remember hearing someone expanding on that. And once you've lived all the conscious lives, that's how like a god is born or something like that. So once you have experienced, like, lived all the lives, the whole civilization, every living being from like the turtle to the king, that's how like a god is born, basically, or like a single entity or something like that. And who knows, that could be the universe. That's what the universe is, just a collective consciousness. I don't know.
That's a crazy thing to think, though, right?
Yeah, no, it's so many different theories out there, and there's so many minds out there that can create so many different theories like that. It's just, and they all kind of make sense in their own way too. Yeah.
I think it's going to get even weirder when we actually can like separate you from your consciousness and like upload you
I know.
to some
I think the
virtual
Russians
world.
are working on that now. But yeah, I can't think of what movie, but yeah, there's just think about being able to upload your consciousness. That's immortality right there.
Have you seen that Amazon show Upload?
Yes, that's what it was. I did watch
that.
That
Freaked me out.
Where he goes to like almost like a retirement community at a lake. Oh my God. Yeah. And his girlfriend is in control. And once you run out of money, that was a big thing. That was like the sort of Black Mirror moment. If you've seen that, like, once you run out of money, you don't have any data left. So you're
time out.
You're just existing at the very base level. And that's scary to think, because that's probably, if that was a real piece of technology,
it would
that's
be
how
like
that's
that.
how they would do it. You would run out of money, you would run out of gigs, and you wouldn't be able to think.
Yeah,
like,
that's what got me. It wasn't
scary
that
too.
You would be uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, when you're uploaded, it's still that system of you have to pay for everything. Yeah. Even in this virtual world, you have to pay for the food.
Yeah, even when you're dead, you still have to keep on paying bills.
Yeah, that's what freaked me out, because that's the most realistic version. Is that these huge companies would come up with it and then charge you
exactly
for everything.
Yeah. It's like something that should be a human right to be able to make yourself immortal, to not die. If that's allowed for one person or rich people, that should be allowed for everybody. Like that's basically just an evolutionary step for humans.
But it wouldn't be that way.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah.
It all depends on who gets there first, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Google gets there. Cha-ching!
Yeah, exactly. Or whoever.
They're going to be making, or Facebook or
Mm-hmm.
anything. Whoever comes out with it first, it's going to be.
Yeah, but you got to wonder, like, if it would be exactly like that. If you would actually be able to see, smell, taste things, like it would definitely have its limitations at first. Like in the show, like they're like, oh, we added the umami sense, like we can taste savory now, and they got all excited. Like, could you imagine being trapped in something like that where all of your senses are pre-downloaded and given to you? God, it would. I mean, yeah, it's better than death, maybe, but
that's the ultimate question, right?
Yeah,
would it be better than death?
Or is it? Like, who knows? You don't know what happens after we die. Like, everyone has their theory, but
nobody knows. That's the problem.
Yeah, what if you do that and you miss out on the great big thing or whatever? Like, if there's some sort of an afterlife, or like you'll never know.
If you had the option, would you go? Would you upload?
Yeah,
I think I would too.
I mean, yeah, that's my first. Like, I'm not a religious person, definitely, so my first thing is like, yeah, I don't want to have to end my existence. Like, nobody wants.
Yeah, you want to live forever if you can.
Yeah, but that's us, some young guys saying that too.
True.
Like,
ask us again when we're 80.
Yeah, once you're an 80-year-old man and you've been through everything that there is to be through, and you've felt all the pain that there is to feel, like you might just be like, okay, it's about my time. Let's see what's next. Yeah.